Yep.
Yes. Hi.
Hi. And there's the hand. Oh, right. Welcome to Two Tangled Skeins.
It's been a while.
It's been a while since we've been in this room together and almost forgetting things already. Welcome to Two Tangled Skeins. We're February 8th. This is episode 61. I'm Sue, also known as Crafty Knitter 7.
And I'm Kari, also known as Jaded Knitter. And you can find us on YouTube and our blog.
Yeah.
iTunes.
Explain what's going on with that.
Blip has stopped shuffling stuff over to iTunes. I have no idea
but
what
we haven't lost Blip.
No, we haven't lost Blip,
Okay.
although there is not really a whole lot of point if they don't go to iTunes.
Okay,
So basically, as of right now, I'm just kind of recommending people go get us on. You can have it send you from YouTube an automatic
message.
Yeah, if you subscribe to the channel, it'll tell you whenever there's an update.
Exactly. Or you can do it from the blog. There is a subscribe button, and I will double check that when I actually post this episode.
I believe there is.
But there's a subscribe button on the blog, and it will tell you, it'll send you an email whenever we post something on the blog. I'm still working on getting us back onto iTunes.
That's going to be a hassle for a lot of people.
Oh yeah. That's a hassle for me.
Screw everybody else, it's my hassle.
I'm just saying there's a lot of podcasts out there, so that's affecting
Oh yeah, it's
a jillion
affecting
people.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Basically. So we'll see if this one goes to YouTube. I have one more episode if this one doesn't go, to try and get it to go, because we're doing recording once every 2 weeks, so I have one more episode this week. After that, I can't get it to go because Blip will stop sending it, period.
To YouTube as well?
No, I'm just manually doing it to YouTube.
Oh, okay.
So it'll stay on YouTube.
Okay. Gotcha.
But
These are so cute.
You want to show them what you're looking at?
If I can get it to reach. She's
Two
got these
little balls.
2 little balls of wound up yarn that are coming from her sweater, and they just look so adorable. Teeny tiny little balls of yarn. They look like little meatballs. They made me think of the flying spaghetti monster. Sorry, carry on.
So yeah, my recommendation as of right now is subscribe to us either through our blog or through YouTube. I've noticed a lot of you have gone to YouTube because I get a notice every time somebody subscribes to YouTube, which, whatever, I don't care. I go, yay, more subscribers.
I do that when I get new followers to my blog, I understand.
So yeah, just subscribe to one of those 2 places because those are guaranteed it will still be there. Beyond that,
we'll let you know.
We'll let you know. And I'm sorry to anyone who is watching it on Blip. Quite frankly, if they can't be bothered to send it to YouTube for me, I can't be bothered to post there because to iTunes.
iTunes.
Because they don't send it to YouTube. They've
iTunes.
never done. No, they've never sent it to YouTube for me. I keep
they
requesting
sent
it.
to iTunes.
They don't do it. So I can't be bothered with Blip if they can't be bothered doing what I need them to do.
And on that note,
knitting!
I was gonna say, I never even heard of Blip until you guys started a podcast.
there's a couple. Vimeo, and there's
Well, Vimeo I'd heard of, I'd never heard of Blip.
Blip, and there's a couple others, I think.
Basically, I refuse to pay for it because I'm cheap. So
Why pay for it when there are free programs out there that do it for you?
It's not like you're being paid to do this.
Nope. No payments.
YouTube it is.
All right, so on the needles. Who wants to start?
You, because I need to fix a stitch.
Bello. Okay, so.
And the French has come out. Mais oui.
Mello. Oh. Voulez-vous?
We should introduce you to the poor little guy at Tim Hortons who was trying desperately to speak English to us this morning.
Okay, so I have socks on the needles. I have a hoe, half-finished object. For those of you who don't like the word hoe, I don't care. I'm saying it anyways. So this is my sock. It is Ashley, for my daughter Ashley, and it's just little short ankle socks. It is made out of, what's the yarn? I have it written down here, don't I? Tanis Fiber Arts in the, I think it's Harvest colorway. Yes, in the Harvest colorway.
Which unfortunately is a discontinued color.
Unfortunately, but I happen to have some because Crystal gave it to me.
Hi, Crystal.
The vanilla sock pattern that I'm following is Kate Atherley, and like I said, it's on Tannis Fiber Arts on 2.75 milliliters, which is a US 2.
Millimeters.
Millimeters?
It does not hold liquids.
Oh,
Yeah.
did I say millimeters?
Yes.
Millimeters. Oh.
Milli something or another.
And I'm just about to do the gusset comes from the heel, right?
Gusset. Well, yeah, because you do two up.
Yeah, so I'm just about to do the gusset.
Apparently none of us can talk today.
No, and Cam has talk. And
Why is there
do
a
I have
plunger
on-
in here?
Oh, because
What? This episode is brought to you by the word random.
there's a plunger in
I'm
here
not
because,
kidding. There's a plunger.
because when we did our renos for the bathroom, this is where everything got stored, and we bought a new plunger, and that one,
okay.
and so that one just never got moved.
Sorry.
You know, little tidbits. We
A little bit of ADD
We
going on
renovated
over
our
here.
bathroom over the Christmas holidays. So anyway,
Coffee.
what else I have on the needles?
We
I
also
have
Timbits. Donut holes for the Americans.
Sugar.
Lots of sugar. Whee!
First time I've had sugar in about 2 weeks.
Woo! And I think I might have eaten most of them.
I ate a lot too.
I had one, but it was still a lot of sugar.
This is a crocheted cowl.
Ooh.
Iffy.
I haven't gotten a lot done of it on it.
Is it a Mobius?
Well, once it no, I did. It's not. Yes, it is.
Yep.
Is
It is.
Be a Mobius?
It's not supposed to be a Mobius, but it is.
now.
This is knit out of Knit Picks Swish Bulky in the Stormy colorway. So very soft. It's on a G hook, which is a 4 crochet hook, and it's just single crochet. So it's just get my ass in gear. Oops. I said this.
Did you dye your hair bluish?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I've got some gray showing up. Maybe that's what you're seeing.
No, there's this ring of kind of bluey.
No, do not dye my hair blue.
Yeah, that'd be the gray poking through. Thanks for pointing that out.
Thank you.
It looks blue on camera.
If it looks blue, I'm sorry. I've got grays growing in, and I couldn't get my hair dyed this week because my hairdresser just left for a trip to Mexico. So,
And I'm just too lazy to do mine, so there we are.
what else do I
And
have?
I just
on the
screwed up
needles?
mine. So mine got dyed, roots included.
Some of you might remember this, which is supposed to be a vest, but it's still kind of a halter top size. It is my back to
It's a
school
belt.
vest, which hasn't got knit on. I'm showing it anyways. It hasn't got knit on in probably 2 months. I haven't touched it. It's by Stephanie Yappel. It's in Malabrigo in the Cocoa colorway, and it's on 4.5 millimeters, which is a US 7. Eventually, I'll start knitting it again. But yeah, that's all I have. So, next.
Why is it my turn?
She's done.
She's sitting there knitting. I mean, alright. I have
I can go if you'd like.
I have a hoe. Woo! It is a plain vanilla sock based on Stephanie Pearl McPhee's knitting rules. I took her Rock the Sock class and she taught me how to make socks without a pattern. So that's what we have here.
And you might notice it looks very similar to a finished pair.
Well, yes, the pistachio socks were almost identical except they had patterning and this one doesn't. So, this is my second pair of socks off the same skein, which blows Sue's mind, but I only knit ankle socks, so there we are. I always get 2 pairs of socks out of the ball. It took me forever to finish the first one because, quite frankly, I'm sick of knitting with this yarn.
Jeez, I wonder why.
I mean, it's really nice yarn and all, but jeez. Anyway, this is done on 2.5s. Oh, there's some nice pooling on the other side. I like the pooling.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's really nice.
Yeah, it's like a little Neptune pooling.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Right there.
Oh, cool.
I had to think of Neptune because
You said that was
my
a
mind was going with the other one.
2.5.
That's a 2.5. Here's the second one. I screwed up the heel turn, and for some reason the heel turn is all to one side. Anyway, so I have to undo that, and then I will be partway through my sock. I am also knitting a linen stitch scarf.
It looks like color work.
It does look like color work. Linen stitch is basically just slip stitches. It's slip purlwise, knit one, slip purlwise, knit one. And then on the opposite row you alternate. It's really easy. It looks really complicated, and it's really pretty. This is Alchemy Transformations, which I had bought at Jamie H's closing sale, and it is the softest, squishiest stuff ever.
I miss you, Janie.
Yes, we miss Janie. And that is done on a US 6, which is a 4mm. And I have a faux, but it's in Chicago.
On purpose.
Last weekend I went to see Rob. It was his mother's bat mitzvah, so I flew down. Friday night I was at the airport. I was bored. I cast on a scarf. I had a crochet hook and 3 balls of Queensland Collection rustic wool in chocolate, which is brown and charcoal gray variegation, and it is it's pretty soft for rustic wool. I mean, it felt really nice to crochet with. But he got really cold a couple of weeks ago, and he had to walk a few miles on an insanely cold day, and he asked me for a scarf, so I started crocheting him a scarf at the airport, and I finished it the next night. So I left it behind with him because it was finished.
Which makes sense.
And if you're a member of the group, if you go into the finished objects thread, it's in there on his face.
And if you're not a member of the group, you should be.
You need
Yes,
to
why
become a
aren't you?
member.
Really?
Stop lurking.
So that was done on an F hook. It was a 3.75. So I think that's an F hook.
Yeah, because a 4 is a G.
It's small for worsted weight, which made it a really nice dense fabric. And there was this really nifty patterning because the stitches were going back and forth this way, and the patterning was waves going this way. So it was really nifty. And so that's my faux, which none of you can see. So there we are. It's my imaginary faux.
Okay.
Carrie's turn.
Alright. So I have this.
Which is so pretty. The brown going into the pink.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
I cast this on last night.
What? Yeah, why are you surprised? Hello, dog.
This is going to be my project for the
Ravelinic
Games.
I know, eh?
Since apparently we'll get sued if we say Ravelolympics.
Ravelolympics.
My name is Sue. Sue me.
So I'm doing, some of you probably remember the big green Viayante that I was knitting on in the last episode I did. This is actually
growling at.
Somebody's outside.
Oh, okay. All I hear is
My
this
dogs-
dog growling
my
behind my
dogs are
head. Going,
growling.
"Grrr."
Somebody might be walking on the street in front of our house, which apparently it belongs to them. Yes, so, as
Sorry.
you were saying.
So yeah, Viayante, and it's by, this is what I was fiddling around with. I was trying to find the name of the person. Martina Bem is who the pattern's by. This one is done out of some unknown wool, because I did not write down what the name was, and for some unknown reason I didn't grab the one ball that I hadn't wound yet. So I'll show you how this is going to work.
But in order to be Olympic appropriate,
Yep, it's going to be rainbow.
Nice.
So each one of these has really long repeats in it, and this is the rest of the first one. So you can kind of
Nice.
see the color progression, and the entirety of the end piece that has all the yarn overs in it will be in this. So I've got 2 balls of this,
Okay.
so both balls will go towards the lace part at the end. And I've worked out that in an evening on a weekday I can knit about 20 grams. I have 300 grams. That means I have to knit a whole lot more than 20 grams, well 40 grams because 2 days on a weekend, every weekend, otherwise I'm not going to make it.
And how long are the Olympics?
14 days,
They started yesterday, right?
yes. So I got up to this dangling marker yesterday, and then I did a bit on the bus this morning. So I have to basically get into my second ball today or tomorrow. I have to get most of the way through the second ball
Okay.
by the end of
no
tomorrow.
biggie.
Well, considering I did this in probably about 4 or 5 hours.
She knits in her sleep, just so y'all know.
I do not.
You do so.
I knit in my sleep, I'd get drool on it.
Or dog.
Or dogs. One of the two. Actually, it would probably end up being...
Dog drool.
Yeah. And not really knit on, because he'd look at my hands and go, hey, her hands are moving. Shove, 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 shove.
Scratch me.
Yeah, exactly. So my hands would keep moving. They'd just be massaging the dog.
Yeah.
So I've got that.
Very nice.
And then what I've been working on for the last 2 weeks.
With the little meatballs.
With the little meatballs.
Oh, you dropped it. Now it's not a meatball anymore.
Most of you will remember this sweater from last time and how it had 2 fronts. And now it doesn't. That's because this has all been knit in the last 2 weeks. I had to rip the entire thing out. All of it.
Oh God, tell them why.
I started
Oopsie.
knitting the back and realized that I was 40 stitches too short. I didn't cast on 40 stitches.
You cast on 218 and you needed...
Yeah, I cast on 218 stitches. I needed 268 stitches.
So you were short 50.
50. Sorry, that makes it even worse. He loves you.
At that kind of missing stitch, it could be 70. It really isn't going to make that much of a difference, because
It made a big difference that you couldn't... Yeah.
Basically
That's like how
anything
many
over like
inches?
5 stitches is...
That's like quite a few
inches. Oh yeah. Well, when you consider one of the fronts, so that is actually it's where's the end of that's 50 stitches.
That's huge.
So you were missing a good 4 inches off the sweater.
Yeah, which means it wouldn't have fit.
There was no way this thing was going to fit, and there was no recovering from that. Frogging! Lots and lots of frogging. So it has been reknit, and I actually got, I fixed a couple of issues with it that I was having, so.
And the design is your own design.
Yes.
You might want to mention that.
It is my own design.
Including the maple leaves.
Including the maple leaves. I can design those.
I love the color of them.
Oh yeah.
It's fall in Canada.
Yep.
And she stood in front of that display looking at that yarn for 20 minutes. I don't know which color!
I was looking at a couple of different colors, okay? I wasn't just looking at that one.
No, she was sitting there trying to decide from between 4 or 5, and she could not. And finally I just picked this one up and I said, this one!
And that's what I went with.
It's beautiful.
I like it.
It goes really well with the brown.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
And did you have the brown with you to compare?
Yes. No.
No.
No, I didn't bring it.
No.
But honestly, it's a taupey brown.
Yeah. I'm good with colors.
So yeah, you can probably notice there are no pockets this time. There will be pockets,
Okay.
but I didn't like how they knit up when I knit them all as one piece, so they will be...
So you're going to pick up and...
I'm going to pick up and they'll be attached, but they'll be done second.
Alright,
So yeah.
I'm ready for the next step. So no
Woohoo!
no more knitting on this.
And the thing is, I want to finish this during the Olympics, and I want to finish my mother's sweater during the Olympics.
Hoda,
You're on crack.
And I want to finish this.
you're not. What is your official Olympic
Are you going on vacation
project?
for a couple of weeks?
This one. This is my official Olympics.
Okay.
So that one has to be finished. That would just be nice. She was supposed to finish that before the Olympics, so she
Right.
would have a Canadian sweater to wear during the
Right.
Olympics.
But yeah, when you have to frog that much.
If
Yeah,
it makes
they're-
you feel any better, the Russians didn't finish any of the hotels either.
Let's not get into that. Let's not get into that. They finished some of the hotels, just not all of them. But
Yeah, and the electricity doesn't work in some of them. The toilets don't work in others. They
Water's
install the toilet
brown.
seat backwards, and don't drink the water. It's got dangerous things in it. And there have been a lot of really, really entertaining journalist tweets.
Yeah. Anyhow, stash. Is that all you have on the needles?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't you think that's
Well,
enough?
that's all I have on the needles that I
With
bothered to
her.
bring with me.
Yeah, that's enough.
That's enough.
That's a great thing.
That's what great thing.
Under your...
Oh.
Okay. Sorry, it's
Yeah.
the sweater she's wearing.
Sweater I'm
Sort of.
wearing.
What
Y'all
is
have seen
wearing?
this one.
He's
Yes.
pretty.
And apparently I have stash acquisition.
Yes, because I haven't seen Kari in about 2 months. And this is a stash I brought home when she watched the kids and the dogs. You might-
No, your cats were going at it.
Okay. When she watched the dogs, the cats, and the kids back in December when I went to the States. So I picked her up some, what is it called?
It is Blue Sky Alpaca. Ooh, I've never had Blue Sky Alpaca.
Yes. So that was my thank you to her for her. Bleh.
And as if the alpaca was not soft enough, it's alpaca and tussa silk.
Yeah, so I'm like, one skein's not enough. She needs 2.
Yeah, you keep that over there.
Yeah.
Actually.
Because Lynn is allergic to alpaca, we keep it away from her.
Thank you.
So Lynn has some stash.
There we go.
That
Show
has
off.
a kind of insane amount of stash.
Show off the stash.
Our friend Juliana of Juliana's Fibers had a sale.
She has an Etsy shop. I will. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, and I will.
We'll
You
link
can
in the
get
show
to
notes.
it
Yeah,
either
'cause I
by
don't remember what it was.
you can either get to it by Etsy or you can go to julianasfiber.com, which is Juliana with 2 N's, fiber, R-E, the Canadian way. She actually has her own domain.
Website.
So this is BFL in a colorway called, that's not the Halloween Sunset. Crap, what is that one? I don't remember. It's something
great.
to do with patina, I think is what it's called. It's reds and oranges and greens, and it's really pretty
really
stuff.
nice.
And this is BFL, and it's so soft and squishy, and it's mine. And this one is also BFL. This was a limited time colorway called
That reminds
Halloween
me of
Sunset.
Halloween.
It's Halloween Sunset. It was one of her last fall colors that was still left in the shop, so I got it dirt cheap. And it is also BFL, 4 ounces worth. This one is her merino, and this one was called, I don't remember. Anyway, this is another one of her colorways. She dyes all her stuff herself, and she has a studio at her parents' house and dyes the most amazing things. So those are the 3 I bought from her. Unfortunately, the sale's over. She's dyeing up more fiber now.
She also has a lot of self-striping.
Oh, she's got some
Beautiful,
gorgeous self-striping
beautiful
hair.
self-striping, and the way she
I
takes
just-
the way she takes the pictures to show you the self-striping, it's really nice.
I just have too much sock yarn at this point. I have
I know.
Fully 1/3 of my stash, I think, at this point is sock yarn. So,
Yeah, I've got more stash than I can think of.
and then we went to Knit Knackers, and I got this stuff.
Well, not compared to you, but
It's from a company called Dyeing for Color Fiberworks. It's all spelled Canadian style, so I'm assuming they're local. I don't know because they don't have a RAV presence. They do have an Etsy presence, but they don't have a RAV presence. So this is Icelandic woolen mohair in a muddy brown color. It's actually I kind of like it. It's a naturalish
tell in the picture,
type
but
color.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's a bunch of browns and grays and stuff. So it's Icelandic woolen mohair, 70/30. Scratchy as hell. A lot of VM in it.
hopefully it'll soften up once you spin it.
Yeah, both of them actually have a lot of vegetable matter in them.
Okay.
So I was kind of less than impressed with the prep, but we'll see what we can do. And this is also from Dyeing for Color Fiberworks.
That
This
one
is
shows up.
This is
Purples
100%
and blues.
merino. It's blues and grays and purples, and it's beautiful and very, very soft. It's actually a braid. You can't tell because I had to squish it in the bag, but
It fits.
yeah, this one also has quite a bit of vegetable matter in it, but we'll see how it goes. And the reason I bought all this squishy stuff,
There's a reason for this. I was shocked when I found out the reason.
the same day we went and bought all this stuff, we went to visit our friend Kelly, who used to run the Just Knitting store in Carlton Place. Now it's justknitting.ca. It's a web-only business. But we went to see Kelly to pick up my new baby. I bought myself a Lewitt Juliana wheel.
And was this one of her store
Julia.
models?
Julia, sorry,
Was this one of
wow.
her store?
It was the last one of the store models that she had on the floor that people could use when they came into the store. And so it was already put together for me. And it's amazing. I love it. It's
Have
a
you
double
been
treadle
spinning
wheel. Not yet.
Not yet.
Because I can't figure out how to get the leader cord.
That'll take.
I have to, well, I've had so much schoolwork to do and so much crap going on. I was in Chicago last weekend, and I mean, I haven't had time to sit down with it. So.
You'll make time.
I will.
eventually.
Once my big project is handed in on Monday, I will have time to spin. Yay! Yay! So I bought a wheel and a bunch of fluff.
You need the fluff.
Yes, I also got some Corriedale, but it was just like plain Corriedale. And
Okay.
Juliana gave me some plain BFL to play with.
Nice.
I'm pretty spoiled.
Cool.
And Kelly has nifty dogs.
We went to her house?
Yes.
Okay.
She has really nifty dogs.
Cool.
Who are, oh my god, people!
Well, the little one didn't really care all that much. It was the big one that kept following us around. And
Yes.
Yeah, new people.
yes.
So
Well, the big dog, I think it was a husky. Was it a husky mix or something like that, or a German Shepherd mix? It was big dog.
German Shepherd.
German Shepherd mix. Anyway, big dog, but he's fairly new and he's very young. So he was super excited and super wanting to check everybody out. And,
Yeah.
But every time she would tell him to go lay down, he'd just kind of look at her like, oh, but mom.
kind of like Toby.
Kinda.
And
The little dog,
he'd go
she
lie
had
down.
forever, so he would listen right away. But the big dog was like, kept coming back and
Good,
sneaking in. And at one point, she went into the house to get something, and the dog ran right over to us. And we're like, we won't tell, it's okay. And then she started coming back, and the dog heard her, and he's like, oh crap! And you could just see his face.
Yeah, it was literally.
It was awesome. So, yeah, that was our fun trip 2 weeks ago.
You got good stuff out of it.
I did. I got a lot of good stuff out of it. Now I'm broke.
Yeah, that's what happens when you buy a wheel.
Yeah.
Cool. So that it?
That's it.
That's it. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you again in 2 weeks.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.